In today's video, I will talk about shooting wedding in Japan. However, this video will only be part 1 because simply there's too many information that I want to share with you guys. The main subject I want to discuss in this video is the general situation of being a photographer or videographer in Japan. And trust me, the whole situation is very different compared to other countries, especially Western countries. Forgot to say, my name is Kyle. I am a professional wedding photographer or videographer in Japan. Currently, this channel is about food, travel, and working in Japan. Before we jump into the main subject, I want to show you guys a short clip from a wedding video I took half years ago, so you can get a more specific understanding of what I'm going to talk about.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, testify the motion, loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold.
Okay, now, if you want to see the full video, I will put a link down below. Now, let's jump in. In Japan, there are specific places designed to hold wedding. They call it kekkonshikijo. There are also countless wedding companies to provide the place and the service, such as makeup, wedding dress, and photography. They also hold their own wedding planner. So, the majority of the Japanese will choose those companies to help them hold their wedding, rather than prepare it from ground zero by themselves. Therefore, the whole thing becomes to a business model. Wedding planner, makeup, photography, rental wedding dress, these things becomes to a product. Since it's a product, then profit from it is reasonable. And here comes to the first issue as a wedding photographer in Japan. This is the place I am working at. It can hold 6 weddings for just one day. There are also dining area after the ceremony. They call it hiroen, which is a wedding banquet, both inside and outside. And in order to hold 6 weddings in one day smoothly, basically everything is time limited. The moment you cut your cake, the moment you take your photo shooting, everything must be on time. As a photographer, in my case, shooting on this beach is one of my main jobs. And let me tell you how many times will I get. 10 minutes for 50 photos or video. Yes, you're right, 10 minutes. 15 minutes top. For some people, the photo shooting and the wedding video is actually the byproduct. My company holds more than 16 salon stores across Japan. When those consumers came to the store, the staff was selling them wedding series or photo or video. Literally everything is optional. For example, you either can choose your photo shooting on your wedding banquet or not. Also, there's one reality that I want to speak out. In the most situation, the photographer and the videographer is not actually in the same equal position. You see, 7 out of 10 people will choose photo shooting on their ceremony, but only 3 out of 10 people will choose both photo and video simultaneously. In the most of the time is a photographer leading the situation, telling the bride and groom how to make pose, telling them to do this and do that. If you are shooting video, you literally don't have the chance to communicate with the bride and groom. In some worst case, you are just an invisible person holding a gimbal on the sideline and doing invisible things. Even you are not invisible physically.
Yes, science!
But trust me, no one will even notice your existence. Sorry if you're a full-time wedding filmmaker, but hey, I love shooting video too, and that's why I am telling you the true situation in Japan. That's why you can see from a click, sometimes the bride and groom, they just standing there doing nothing. Because nearby me, the photographer is actually taking the photo. Last, when the client chooses to make up photo shot, you are actually not allowed to shooting the real makeup. You are actually leading them how to act after the real makeup. And here comes to the end of this video. If you like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This video is part 1, so in the next video, part 2, I will talk about what kind of visual image or what kind of photo does most of the Japanese consumer looking for. And let me tell you something, the wedding photo style in Japan is significantly different compared to the wedding photo style in American or in other Western countries. So, please have a good day and see you in the next video.